Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to present our research on the Ati Indigenous Peoples Group. This presentation is part of our Activity 4, Learning with Indigenous Communities, Awareness and Action. We conducted research about the Ati people, their culture, their contributions, and the challenges they face. We also conducted an online interview with a representative who has first-hand knowledge of the Ati community. Let me now share with you what we have learned. The Ati are one of the indigenous peoples groups in the Philippines. They belong to the Negrito ethnic group, which means they have physical features similar to other indigenous groups like the Aita of Luzon. They are primarily found in the Visayas, especially on Panay Island. Their communities are spread across the provinces of Aklan, Antique, Iloilo, and Capiz. Some also live on Boracay Island, which is considered their ancestral land, as well as on Negros and Guimaras. They are considered one of the earliest inhabitants of our country, with ancestors believed to have arrived thousands of years ago. Many people know them because of the famous Ati-Atihan festival, but there is so much more to their culture and history. The history of the Ati is both rich and challenging. According to oral tradition, their ancestors were led by Chief Marikudo, who bargained with 10 Bornean datus for the lowlands of Panay. This event is known as the Barter of Panay, and it is celebrated every year through the Ati-Atihan Festival. However, during the Spanish colonial period, the Ati were often marginalized and used for labor. Despite this, they managed to preserve their identity. In recent years, they have been fighting for their ancestral lands, especially in Boracay. Their history is not just about the past, it is still unfolding today. Language is a very important part of Ati culture. Their native language is Inati, but many also speak Hiligaynon, Kiniraya, or Aklanon, depending on where they live. Unfortunately, fewer young people are speaking Inati today, which is a concern because language carries so much culture, stories, values, and knowledge. Oral traditions such as storytelling and chants help preserve their history. They also practice rituals to honor nature and their ancestors. Their crafts, like weaving and wood carving, show their artistic skills and are also sources of livelihood. The traditions of the Ati are usually connected to their environment. Traditionally, they live by hunting, fishing, and gathering food from the forest. They also have extensive knowledge of herbal medicine, which is why many people in their communities seek their help for healing. Oral storytelling is very important. Elders pass down stories, values, and history through songs and narratives. They also have traditional dances like itok-itok and pangayam, and they make musical instruments from bamboo and coconut. These traditions are not just performances, they are ways of preserving their identity. The Ati have made important contributions to our country's heritage. The Ati-Atihan Festival is one of the oldest and most famous festivals in the Philippines. It is celebrated every January in Kalibo, Aklan and showcases the history and culture of the Ati. The Dinagyang Festival in Iloilo City is also inspired by them. Beyond festivals, their traditional knowledge about herbs, plants, and sustainable living is valuable to our indigenous science. Most importantly, the Ati contribute to the diversity of Filipino culture. They remind us that our national identity is made up of many different cultures and traditions. Despite their contributions, the Ati face many challenges. The most urgent is land displacement. In Boracay, Ati families were awarded land titles in 2018, but these were revoked in 2024. Private developers have barricaded them from their homes. This is a serious violation of their rights. They also face discrimination. Many people judge them based on their appearance or way of life. Their language and traditions are slowly fading because younger generations are more exposed to mainstream culture. Poverty and lack of access to education and healthcare make these problems worse. These issues need our attention and action. As part of our activity, we conducted an online interview with Ma'am Jovelyn Caloring. She is a representative who once lived in the Visayas and has deep knowledge and experience with the Ati community. We interviewed her on August 6, 2026 through a video call. Our group prepared questions in advance and took turns asking them. We asked about the Atis way of life, their traditions, the challenges they face, and what we can do to help. She shared many valuable insights that help us understand the Ati better. Here are some photos from our activity. This is a screenshot of our online interview with Ma'am Jovelyn Coloring. Here, you can see us listening and taking notes during the interview. This is one of our members asking a question. After the interview, we discussed what we learned. We also created a summary highlighting key insights and quotes from Ma'am Jovelyn. These photos show how we documented our activity. From this activity, I learned several important lessons. First, the Ati are not just part of our history. They are a living community with real struggles and aspirations. Second, respect is not just about admiring their festivals. It means listening to their stories and supporting their rights. Third, their culture is deeply connected to their land. When we take away their land, we take away part of their identity. Finally, I realized that preserving indigenous culture is not just their responsibility, it is ours too. We all have a role to play in protecting our shared heritage. Based on what we learned, I have a few recommendations. First, we should advocate for the protection of Ati ancestral lands, especially in Boracay. The government should respect their rights. Second, we should avoid stereotypes and never judge indigenous peoples because of their appearance. Third, we should share accurate information about them, not rumors or false stories. Fourth, we can support livelihood programs that help their communities. Finally, schools should invite more representatives like Ma'am Jovelyn to speak so more students can learn directly from those who know. To end, I want to share my personal reflection. Before this activity, I only knew the Ati through the colorful Ati-Atihan festival. I did not understand their struggles, but through this research and interview, I realized that they face serious problems, land disputes, discrimination, and the loss of their language. I learned that respecting indigenous peoples means more than just admiring their culture. It means listening, understanding, and taking action. Their culture is part of our national identity, and we all have a duty to protect it. My biggest takeaway is simple: respect their culture, value their identity, and treat them as equal members of our community. These are the sources we use for our research. We made sure to use reliable references, including news articles, government publications, and academic sources. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope this presentation helped you understand more about the Ati people, their culture, and their struggles. If you have any questions or clarifications, I am happy to answer them.